Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of The Hard Knocks. Today, we'll be talking about business, entrepreneurship, and every other thing around making money. Um, I have someone in the studio here with me. He's a renowned businessman from all the way from Port Harcourt, and he's taking it all over the world. I'm talking about taking it to Lagos, Abuja, taking it to Turkey, taking it to Dubai, and making a very big stuff out of a very little thing that he created from Port Harcourt here. And his name is Andy Umana, the founder of Relsify.
Thank you so much. I mean, introducing me as such, making me feel like it's not giving me your whole platform. Thank you. I'm really excited. At the end of the day, people can see that you're putting in the work
Yeah,
and you want to come out with something that's
sure.
exceptional.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, very nice to meet you as well. To have a handshake.
Yeah.
So yeah, our friend Andrew Mana here, like you said, in no belief because of if you're looking from internal, if you're yourself looking at yourself and your achievements, we don't actually count it to be something, you understand? But I mean, every other person around the world is seeing, your friends are seeing, you understand, your mentors are seeing, the people around when you post on social media, they know that you're actually on motion and then doing something. So today we are going to be talking about the difficulties young entrepreneurs face, you understand? So coming up, you've gotten your own fair share of like the difficulties. Everyone, I myself, you understand, I've like seen what it takes and what it means to, you understand, to be successful. So I'd like to, have a little background on your entrepreneurship life and your entrepreneurship journey. So you understand, you get the audience to know you.
Yeah, my name is Andy Umana, and I'm popularly known as Umana Sons of Relsify. I'll tell you for a fact, I've done a couple of stuff. And one thing I'm really grateful for is the fact that there's no business that I've done
Yeah.
I've not exited with profit. That's what I see. And I've tried a couple of stuff. I've been into like the industry. I've done some business in real estate right now.
Yeah.
I'm also in tech and all of it. And I'll tell you that that's why I call myself a global because I see whatever I do as profit centric. At the end of the day, it's about exchanging value for monetary value.
Exactly.
Right? So this is something that I started out with, like from the very onset of my entrepreneurship journey.
Yeah.
And when I'm taking entrepreneurship, I'm talking about when I was in SS1.
Oh wow.
I started doing business right from there. I'm talking about as simply as carrying a phone to school, having people to get simple cheats. You know,
Yeah. All those cheats. Yeah, cheat
people
code.
will buy from me at that time. I took it off from there, like just moving from there. I had this place where people like a cyber cafe proper, right? Like at a very young age.
Yeah.
Had people I trained a couple of people. I feel about 100% on how to use it at the time when desktop publishing.
Yeah.
But all my mind had always been the fact that business at the end of the day is 1+1 is 2. Not to zero, so
Are you telling me? I know go school. I didn't go school again.
it always been that 1+1
It's 11. I cannot tell you at all.
you need to understand that as a business person, 1+1, and that's why I think that I'm where I am today because I understand the basics of what it is.
Yeah.
And it's simply about converting value to your having around. Giving the person is also giving you value to. Right? That's why I see, even in real estate, that's why people do luxury real estate, commercial, all this other stuff. Or simple buy and sell, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just finding a way to sort of convert that one to that. And I'll tell you, there are a lot of businesses in this country that can turn your 1+1
to 11.
And this is something that a whole lot of people are not figured as a young entrepreneur. That's why you need for mentorship as a thing is really important, right? I mean, you don't need to. There are people that don't work with mentors. They don't know how to work. They don't know how to report people that are higher than them.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean, the thing is, as an entrepreneur, one of the things that you get is freedom, right?
Yeah.
But me, I say that as an entrepreneur, the thing you choose, you're not really free in the sense, like, right?
Yeah.
But you choose who you want to be a slave to.
True.
Right? Because freedom in itself is a delusion, right? And a lot of people have that delusion that I can bring it want to have a business, you want to find I'll give you check out. You find out
you're actually really
24 hours around the clock.
Yeah.
Right? You're working to make sure that you report to somebody because if you don't build a beautiful business, at the end of the day, no matter what you do, you want to build a business where you want to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting involved in Relsify anywhere from now. So this is me like telling myself that I've built this thing to the level,
Yeah.
right? And based off of corporate governance and the thing, I want to report to a higher authority. I want to report to people that will say, oh, this is that, this is not this, right? I mean, even if you even raise capital,
Yeah.
you have sold yourself to people that you
Group of
report
people.
to, right? And this is something that a lot of people don't get to figure from the very onset. And that's why they think that the idea of mentorship,
Yeah.
right, isn't worth it. But let me tell you, if you get a good mentor in that field, even from afar, you don't need to be in person's corner. You don't
Yeah.
need to follow every other thing. You can look at people from a distance. Like me now, I have studied the life of a couple of people that I'm trying to copy them. I won't say I'm copying them because mentorship is not really copying,
Copying, yeah.
right? It is
Taking
you're taking
systems.
yes systems from these systems that different things that are proven themselves. I want people that I look up to, and I want to be like I want to be like Tony at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That man has everything figured out for like the very onset, right? And he's building on top of it from one industry
For
to
another.
another industry, and he's doing great stuff. So one of the difficulties that people have in entrepreneurship is that they don't have people you don't have that thing they're copying, that thing that um you want to sort of like become.
Yeah.
I know the solution of an entrepreneur is the fact that you want to revolutionize the way people eat beans, or you want to take the way people love rice is coffee, or you want to become the guy that will do the corner. I know that the vision comes from,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
literally, there's nobody that will say they want to build something or build a business that has no thoughts
Of revolutionizing something.
of saying that, oh, I want to revolutionize the way real estate is done.
I want to
I
innovate.
was delusional at some point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And the delusion is also very good to become a founder of a business.
Yeah.
But at some point, that's why a mentor is really there.
So I can touch grass.
So that the mentor will point it to you that at the end of the day, this as you're revolutionizing, always think profit first. Because at the end of the day, the reason why you're in business
It's to make profit.
is to make profit. It's never anything outside profit. It's profit first for every other player. And that is one of the major one of the challenges or the difficulties young or I faced.
Yeah.
I'll use myself as
Yeah.
a case
I like
study,
how you use yourself
right?
as case
And
study.
I
Yes.
faced
Yeah.
as a young entrepreneur starting out. If I had like mentors that were like on ground, sitting me down every other week, I go to them and tell them that, oh, this is my KPI, I've been able to pick up this, I've done that, OKR is set, my staffs are doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. I think I'll be maybe 2 years ahead of where I am right now, right? But and that's why figuring it out has helped me to know that, oh, this is the next step. So I'll be able to cover the ground that I want to cover
Cool. Yeah.
for this one. So I mean, that's my bit to say the problems entrepreneurs or young
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, let's use the word
Young.
young
Yeah.
entrepreneurs,
Because
right?
I mean
Because I mean the delusion that young founders face is crazy. Young people like because I'm not going to lie, I've seen a couple of people that will just come to tell you something that you know that this thing is not a business. You can literally see it. Right? And I mean, at some point, the whole tech bubble that happened where funding was coming from left and right explained the delusion in a lot of people say because they felt like if I can sound very futuristic,
I'm
I can get
professional.
funding. But even if you get funding and you're not profitable, the business will close down. You know how many unicorns or how many people that have raised millions and millions.
Yeah, I could remember when sometime in the conversation you said something around raising capital because I mean in as much as we are telling them you can do these things by yourself, yeah, there's going to be a time, like you said, you need to scale. You understand? And scaling is not something you can do as a one man. It's going to require you to get more people, more hands on deck. You understand? Because I mean, running a business successfully isn't a one man task. You get unless you are ready to burn out. You get. So, was there a time, or how did you go around financing? You understand, financing some of the businesses you started off, so our audience can pick up a few things that they can apply for themselves.
All right. Like I said earlier, you need to have like a business running, an MVP.
Yeah.
So at the time, I raised capital from family and friends.
Okay.
Right, I raised almost 120,000 from my family and friends.
Dollars or naira?
Yes, dollars from my family and my friends in the real sense of what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's say I buy Rails token that year.
you get. I mean, it was a business that is viable, and at the end of the day, it's still pretty viable.
Yeah.
Because we invested the money back in real estate, right? And I knew, and I still pretty much believe that we made the right calls at the time. So this is the phone record that I bought this and I converted it to this.
Yeah.
People believe in you. And I'll tell you my own story quickly. Most of the people that bought into Relsify at the time were people that I made money for, quote and unquote. Right? When I'm saying I made money for, not like I went to carry their hand or something. I made business decisions or I made calls. I mean, when the era of new money, the crypto money,
Yeah,
the
crypto money
digital
was in
money.
boom. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, buy this, do this, do this, do that. I trained some people, taught some people how to do it, right? And they made money. And I was like, oh, let's exit the market into real estate. These people would easily want to give me their money because you know why? An investor needs to understand that you can turn 1 to 11 for them to even trust. Because when you talk about capitalism, it's never about you. It's what the money will become for them.
Yeah, true.
Right? So when people trust that you can turn that thing that is in your
They
hand
just believe they are capable of doing it,
at the end of
doing
the
the
day.
magic.
So even approaching venture capital firms and all that, I found out that one thing that really keen about is the fact that who are you? Why are you the person we're supposed to give this money to? Right? Can you turn 1
So
to
level.
no, but venture capital, they don't want you to turn it to 11. They don't want you to turn it to
They'll
101.
call and Ponzi.
They want you to turn it to 101, right? I mean, they'll give you $1 billion. They expect you to become $1 billion company in 5 years. At the end of the day, venture capitals, they expect you to turn one plus one to 1,001. So how do you go to a venture capital when you've not proven substance, when you've not practicalized that stuff that you're trying to call a business, right? A business, because investors they are brutal. Investors buy people out of their own businesses. Investors kick people out of their own businesses. That's how brutal it is. That's how the market is, right? So I think you need to get traction enough, right? That at the end of the day, you know what the essentials of business is, which is profits, right? And when you can wake up from that delusion of the fact that you can build, you can build it. You can become the next Facebook. Yeah, nobody's saying you cannot become the next Amazon, but there's something I tell people. The tech space, particularly in San Francisco and Yaba, they are two different things.
Exactly.
You cannot run a business the way they run a business in America and Nigeria. So okay, let me say this, right? Just add. I'll say, and I want you to take it on with you, right? It's easy for you to run a business from America, from Nigeria in America, than it is to run a business from America in Nigeria.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase it. Let me say it one more time.
Yeah.
It is very easy to be in America.
Yeah.
No. Let me rephrase it again.
Okay.
It is easy to be in Nigeria and run a business in America because the system there is organized.
Yeah.
Than it is for you to be in Nigeria or for you to be in America
and
run a business in Nigeria.
Even if you're even in Nigeria, run a business in Nigeria.
And you're not there. It's very hard for you to run a business in Port Harcourt and be in Lagos.
You feel mad.
Do you get what I mean?
I'm a living witness.
I hope you get what I mean, right? So like if you look at these dynamics, you see the reason why venture capital game in Nigeria is different from what it is, or capital raising in Nigeria is different from what it is in other part of the world. So wake up from that delusion that you can just raise capital and run operations and you become a unicorn in 10 years. You have to go outside at the end of the day and touch grass and realize that these are the people you are selling to. You are selling to freaking Nigerians, and Nigerians are special people. Have you read the book, How to Sell to Nigerians by Akin Alabi?
Yeah, I did.
You need to understand that Nigerians at the end of the day are really, really extremely special people to sell to. Right? So if you're building a business and you don't understand that, or you've never read that book, or you don't even understand the dynamics of relating with your customers in this Nigeria, you have not started. So how then would they expect me or the guy that's looking to do 10x of his $1 billion to give you his money? You can't. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So these are the things around capital that young entrepreneurs need to pay attention to understand that there's a dynamics that this works with. If you follow what it is,
Yeah.
you can get the capital you need. Because at the end of the day, I think that capital will run after you if you have a good business.
True. Actually, a feasible business.
If you have a good business, I'm a living testimony. Banks will come to you and throw their money at you. If they see that this guy 1+1 is becoming 11 consistently, and it has been consistent for like 2 years, they will give banks. I'm talking about is a lot of people say that it's very difficult to access loans, credit in Nigeria. That because you don't understand the business.
Mm-hmm.
Right? One of the people I look up to in the real estate business, Nala Adetola, he recently raised a convertible note of 10 billion naira from the Nigerian Stock Exchange. He has redeemed around like 4 or 5 billion of it. Think about that people understand this game and money can come to you easily if you have proven that you can build from ground up. If you can build your business from ground up, there's capital. You don't just know how to access it because you don't have something to access it yet. That's a nugget. You have to write that down.
Yeah.
There is capital.
Yeah. You don't know how to access it because you don't know how to access it yet.
You don't have the team to access it yet.
Okay.
You have to have built traction to a level of competence.
Competence.
Right? To a level to know that, you can access, because how do you go into the capital market? Do you know, I'll tell you for a fact, people don't know this. Nigerian Stock Exchange is one of the biggest exchanges in the world. How do you go into that exchange? I'm planning to go into the exchange in the next 3 years. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I have people
the NGX.
Yes, it's one of the biggest exchanges in the world. People don't know that. So how do you build a business that can show traction to a level where SEC, everybody will approve that, this guy is viable. He has maybe AAA rating, he has BBB rating, he has this rating. People don't understand this, and you're talking about capital. The capital you're talking about,
that is like
extended capital.
This one you're talking about now is like, I mean, I know, like you said, they have like stages where these things go.
Yes.
You understand? I mean, as a young entrepreneur that is coming up, because I'm not trying to generalize everything you're talking about people trying to come on board. I mean, like you said, they need to start from the ground up.
Yeah.
You understand? So, I'm looking at how can these people now, who maybe have done the initial phase of getting an MVP, because you know if you get MVP now, then tomorrow you tell me say you want to get that 3 rating, like it's like a stepping stone. You get like after this level is the next level. So let's say they've gotten their MVP, which is trying to create something out of nothing, bringing like the idea that they have into existence. Because I mean that is what it is. I thought about it and it's in existence. I'm not just thinking about it. I'm actually doing it.
Yes.
I'm a doer of what I'm thinking about. You understand? So let's say we thought about these various things and then they've done the variable product and it's getting little cash here and there. So for someone that is ambitious, because I mean we when we are young, we are very ambitious. We are very, very ambitious. And when we've done the old 9, we'll the reason says this for me, this for me. So us that have like this burning passion and like soul for business, how can they like take it to the next step when they don't have access? Because I mean, this access you're talking about now, I don't exaggerate, but let's say that about the 10% of the people that have access to these things you're talking about, either by merit or by they know someone or by connection. I think that's the right networking generally. And not everybody get the opportunity to day for that kind of network. So for someone that is trying to get to that level, like what are you going to advise for the person to actually what are you going to advise? Like possible steps, you understand, in as much as giving them ideas on how to like network possibly to get into the circle of people that have the capital.
So at the end of the day, you have to just be in the room. Find your way into the room. There are those rooms. You need to just find yourself there.
Yeah.
When you have become that business guy, there are calls different day. There are different adverts for different businesses. Because capitalists, they are looking for where to put their money every day. I say this. There's money in the capital market waiting for me. I don't know about you.
It's waiting for me too.
Do you get what I mean?
Very soon.
There's money in the capital market waiting for you. How do you get in the room? Your traction will show you, put you in the room. Your traction will put you in the room. I mean, there's a level you will do business with a bank. There's a level you will operate as a small business. As a small business. The bank will call you by themselves to tell you that, are you looking for a loan? Let's give you some money. So you use, because you've shown them that in the last 3 years, you have a monthly recurring revenue of maybe 1 billion. Do you think that they will not throw their money at you? Do you get what I mean? But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
again, that's why it's good to always have a mentor. You know, when I started the whole conversation, it was
yeah.
about
More mentorship. Yeah,
being under somebody that is doing that thing that you want to do. Because at the end of the day, there is absolutely nothing new in business. Somebody must have done it. So you learn from that person's mistake. So what takes the person 2 years will take you 1 year. Right? So in the capital market, so when you want to get this capital, when you're in that place, this person will make the networks for you. He has these things. You join club, join golf club, join polo club, meet people, go out to tech events, go out to parties, meet people. Anywhere you go, be proud of that thing you're selling because you don't know who is who. You don't know who you meet tomorrow that will take you. Because at the end of the day, there's this thing they say, you're like 3 people away from meeting your destiny helper.
true.
So when you meet this guy knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. When you have the vision in line clear, that as an entrepreneur, this is my next phase. I'm at the place where I want to scale. My business needs 10 million. I have a vision board. All right. Every morning when I wake up, I'll see it. My 10 billion I look for now. 10 billion, 10 billion, 10 billion. What do I need to do
To achieve the 10 million.
to get 10 billion in revenue in Q4? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I need to go here, I need to do here, I need to sell this, I need to do that. And you try to achieve tiny bits of those, achieve small goals
yeah,
in that your big vision.
yeah.
And you find out that whatever you
At the end
need
of the
as
day,
all
yeah.
those things, you need to just be in the room, like you said. Like, how do you get into the room? It's to network. And the only way to network is to be out doing that thing you're doing. Be proud of it. Anywhere you go, let them know that I'm in real estate or I sell properties. I do this or I sell investment. Oh, I own a business. I sell Ajoke clothes. I do this, I do that. I want to raise 10 million naira. Anywhere you go. And I met a couple of people that are really passionate. I mean, I have some of them on my team that anywhere they go, they'll tell you about it. They'll preach about the gospel of what we're trying to do. And that's what you need to raise capital. Capital is never the problem. It's building a business that has value to dispense to the society and also give you value in monetary terms. That's my advice to young entrepreneurs.
So, I'm from what I've taken out of this whole thing you've said is about being in the room. And
Yeah.
and I think to even like add on what you said, I think that works. Why? Because I myself, that is basically what I've been doing all my life. Now, let's take for instance, I had this vision of owning a very big oil marketing firm. You understand? And I know say no be 1 naira dream, no be 1 naira thing, but I know say stage is there to So I started asking, how can I get into this room? Just like you just said now, like now what this thing resonate with me like very fast because I mean I say I'm like that, but no be how you just talk am now. You broke it down to how the layest man can understand it. So what did I do then? I started going to the depot. I knew nothing about oil. I promise you, I knew nothing about oil. So what did I do? I started going to the depot. So I will go there one day. I go see one man. I just ask him question. How far? See, I dey try buy this thing for you. What thing I go do? Tell me say, okay, this. You go need get this. You go need get that. You go need get this. How am I going to get it? Okay, start with your open registration first. I said, okay. So what qualifies me to have like an open license? Okay, they say you need to buy a truck. I said, but is there a way I can do it without getting a truck? They said, okay, then you need to work under someone. You get. So I now went back. I looked for someone that has an open license already that was making deliveries already to people. I can't ask and say, Baba, how will we use work? Tell me, say, okay, if I get gigs, make I just like you said, creating an MVP. You understand? So if I get gigs, make I just tap them. It's going to give me the prices and I'm just going to like supply for them. I said, okay, no wala. I started doing it. First deal, second deal, third deal, fourth deal. When I don't buy truck. I don't know if you understand. So now, from the base level of the conversation, I was just in the room. Maybe not be the room where I did, but I did the passage.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Be on your way to the room
You
about
understand?
that. So,
Like I mean, the passage. You say the people they enter the room, then they pass there. You understand? So I can't reason now. Like play. I don't did for like zonal president inside the same office with them. You understand? So now, from what you talk now, I don't reason now because I mean, if I talk say the vision today broad, like it is very long, and because of where I did now, I know if you achieve them. Then what thing I don't achieve, I will not actually achieve them because of say I don't basically go find excuse of what will make me no go achieve them.
Bam.
So I get what you said, and bro, I'm going to like tell everyone like And senior man they here, you understand? So anything we talk, just whether I believe I don't believe I'm just hold on like this. That if what in talk no work, then you know say what in talk no really work. But I mean, it is very, 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 very crucial to be in the room. Like just look for ways, look for anyhow, be ready to serve. I think that is the word.
Yeah.
You understand?
As an entrepreneur, you have to.
You have to serve. Even when you're doing business, I think you're actually serving people because
Yes.
I mean, for my own, I they basically see that's what I tell my staff. I they basically see saying they do the work of God. That's what I tell them. Like we do the work of God. I say it all the time. And what is the work of God? Making people's life easy. You understand?
That's where value comes from.
Now, why you pray to God generally? Like if you pray to God now, make him make your life better, like make him actually give you ease or something. So imagine now say you be those angels where God don't send for real life.
Yeah,
come and do this business to make this person's
life better. Yeah. And I'll give you this reward.
Do you understand?
That's the thing with God. He will tell you that
he's going to reward you.
He's going to reward you.
And reward is generally going to come from the man and from him as well.
Yeah.
Was there a time, because I mean, talking about entrepreneurship, all of us will be human beings. So we have emotions. You understand? I mean, even I myself, upon everything why don't they do, I don't know if I don't really do too much, but everything why don't they do, I still refuse. I never do anything. Like now, if somebody asks me, I'll tell you, say, bro, what do they do with this? What do they do with this? I don't even understand. So was there a time where you felt like this entrepreneurship thing wasn't for you? Like maybe you were, I don't know, either having a bad day or something, but you're just thinking about it.
Okay, so I'll tell you, I've had bad years, not even days.
Crazy.
You know when you have a bad day, you know how you feel.
24 hours.
You know when you have a bad week,
yeah,
you know how you feel.
Yeah.
I've had bad years in business. And I'll tell you, I never doubted that this is my calling. Because at the end of the day, when I left university, I told myself one thing clearly. I don't think that was my delusion. It is a delusion too.
Yeah.
I said, I don't think I can work for anybody ever.
Everybody, all of us get out. I'll be president.
I said, I don't think I can work for anybody ever. The truth. But at the end of the day, you find out that if you now really look at the grand scheme of what it is, you're really working to serve people.
Yeah.
So you're working for somebody at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you 100.
So on those days where you've had bad days, bad months, bad weeks, bad years, all you need to just look back is, where are you coming from? Is it zero?
True.
There's no how you, if you know you're coming from zero, even though you're back at zero,
yeah,
you know that
nothing to lose.
That came from zero is still here, and it can always go up. So on those days, I was like, fuck it, this thing what they do. It shows I never the craze. Am I not crazy? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it.
And this is something I want to say on the record. It's okay to not be doing anything at some point as a business person. Because we are crazy about doing things all the time that we forget that this is our main goal. And that's why you think that you have a bad this, a bad that, a bad... No. It's always an experience. It's always a stepping stone to the next level for you in your business.
True.
So it's never really a bad whatever experience at the end of the day. Is all basically adding up to the fabric of yourself.
Yeah.
Who you are supposed to be, your greater self. Because at the end of the day, I still believe pretty much that there's destiny also in business, right? There's also God's presence too, because I'm a strong believer of the gospel, and I know that God always has a play in that thing you're doing. I was telling somebody earlier that you can do everything correctly and still fail.
True.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it.
The founder of Nokia said it clearly that he did everything correctly, but he failed. So those days that you have bad days, sometimes you go back to God and pray, get your shit together and do it. I mean, about the time when I was doing my rig business, I'll tell you this. I lost almost a trailer load of rice. And I thought the world was coming to an end, but am I not here? Have I died?
Waxing stronger.
Do you get what I mean? I'm moving on and I'm doing great stuff, and I'm still pretty much okay. But it adds up to my experience.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean? Like a whole full truckload of rice at the time for a young entrepreneur. You know what that means in this our economy.
We go think that if you piece for Newcastle.
You know the matter now. Do you get what I mean? So it's not easy doing business, and you didn't choose the easy route.
Actually,
to become an entrepreneur means that you saw everything in this world,
both the wahala and everything.
No, but that's the thing that people don't get to see. People don't tell people the challenges in business.
True.
A career person is at the liberty of there's a lot ease with being a career guy than being a
Yeah.
business person.
Well, I mean, being a career guy is well structured. You
You
know
know
that
that
anything
in
will do
5 years
this,
you are
do this.
here
Yeah,
if everything plays correctly.
yeah,
And the chances of everything not playing correctly is slim.
yeah.
But as a business person, you're taking a higher risk. You're telling yourself that fuck everything, no matter how bad it be.
I
I
did.
did.
Must get to times 1 million.
I hope you understand what I mean. You're looking for, and that's why the reward for being a business owner is higher than the reward for being. But I don't even think it's higher. I think it's just what you choose.
Yeah, actually.
It's what you choose to be a
Actually.
slave to. Do you choose
Yeah.
to be a slave to a 9 to 5 business,
Yeah,
a 9 to 5 job,
yeah.
right?
Your
Or
own
you want to be the
business.
person that started from ground up?
And actually one of the things I feel from everything you said, one of the things I feel people actually go for when even picking up a career is security. You understand? You know, like there's so much security in the 9 to 5.
Yes, oh,
Yeah, there's one rule I actually live by: the higher the risks, the higher the reward.
yes.
You understand? Like I don't know, like an adrenaline boost for me. I just enjoy taking risks. You understand?
Yeah.
I always tell myself, if you know go, you know go no. You get. So I want to reach there. Make person who tell me. Make I know within this up. You understand?
So there's this question that they ask that
Yeah.
is really instrumental to ask yourself that as a young entrepreneur before you start. If you're given a coin
Yeah.
to flip and get $1 million or $1 billion, let's use $1 billion as an example, or they give you $1 million to not flip the coin, what would you do?
And they give me $1 billion to not flip the
$1 million. They give you $1 million
Mm-hmm.
to not flip the coin, don't take the chance.
Yeah.
And they give you $1 billion
When you
if you flip the head of the coin.
I'll
If you take the
flip.
chance. I tell people that as I am, if I don't flip that coin, I didn't get $1 million. I lost
$999
million dollar.
million dollar. Yeah.
That's why I'm an entrepreneur. Because if I don't take the risks,
True. Word.
if I don't take the risks, I'm not satisfied.
I swear. I mean, I look at a chop money now for breakfast. So you know, so chop risk. I say yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Put risks, chop them. But at the end of the day, as you go in business,
Yeah.
and that's why there are stages to this stuff.
Yeah.
As you go in business, try to de-risk yourself.
True.
Try to make sure that what you're doing is less risky.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it comes with age. There's some things that you could have done as a business person 3 years ago that you'll never see me doing those things now.
True.
I won't even think about it. Like,
that's the experience.
okay, yeah, okay, it's okay. Do it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why you find out that, I mean, we're at our prime as business people. When you're heading from that your university stage, moving towards proper family stage and all that. That's where you're prime. You want to become at that echelon where you're moving at the echelon and this stage. You know what I mean, right? So, I mean, take the risks if you can, but as you grow, make sure that there are more calculated risks.
More calculated, yes, calculated risks. That's the word. Yeah, that's the word. Ryan, I've gotten like a lot of like
nuggets.
You understand? I mean, they will have like shots when you are saying these very very miraculous words. Yeah, so that we can put it out to people. So the top 3 very important things I got from this whole conversation, and I'm going to like take it out again so the audience would, you understand, get
pick
back
out
to
of
it,
it, yeah.
pick it out of it is number 1, about taking calculated risk. Let's start from the one you said now.
Mm-hmm.
Then number 2 is getting a mentor. You understand? I mean, even the mentor self will help you to not take those careless risks.
Yeah.
You understand? Then number 3 is being persistent and relentless.
Yeah.
You understand? So these are like the 3 major things.
Number 4 is being in the room.
Being in the room.
Find a way to network and be in the room. And, you must be a business person. You have to be out there and in the room.
Networking is very, very important. Number 4, I left it out. That's actually one of the very most important ones. Be in the room, or you can start from the passage.
Yes.
Just make sure
you're somewhere around.
Like you're just somewhere around.
The environment.
Like even it's a journey for me. There's how I see it. So there's this song that I listened to. The name of the song it was sung by Brimo, but he did it at one of his albums where he answered AAA, so that nobody's going to judge him. He was just giving nuggets in the song. So one of the things he said was, if you can't run, if you can't jump, you run. If you can't run, you walk. If you can't walk, you crawl. But just make sure you're moving. Just do something. Like,
make sure you're moving to
you understand? So to get to that room, if you are not if you're not having access to the room directly, because me, I go like even where you get today, if in day the time where I go reach that level. And
Yes,
I mean,
man.
say that is like
You
very,
must
very
reach
soon.
there.
You understand? I go like the same room in day, and I know for sure that I can't get to that level by not doing anything. So what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to move. You understand? And then the moving that I'm supposed to really move is being in the passage. And that passage now make I feel they hear the information so they come out from there. Like what is happening? That was what I did. Like I went there, okay, I asked question and be like, okay, I've gotten that information. You know, business is information. You understand? So once you have that piece of information, you can basically do whatever you want with it. So I got the information, I kept on moving, I kept on closing deals, and I mean, this is why I mean 5 years from now I might be having my tank farm. Like that just happened because I looked for a way to get into the room and know what is actually happening. So I think that is actually one of the
the difference between me and you and Enumere is the fact that he has some information that we don't have and some network.
Information
and network.
So now actually those network will give you the information if you ask me.
Do you get what I mean? So at the end of the day, so you just need to be there and utilize it at the end. Some people have this information. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
And that's another thing with entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You might hold it. Some people go say, let me get this. Let me want to do this. Let me be the founder, or you want you know that pride that you have, that you're the revolutionary guy that does we're going inside plastic bag or something, right? And you don't want to you don't want anybody to share in that thing with you.
No shot, so I'm just saying I can't give out of my head.
and you know, there's this thing again with business. 100% of zero is zero.
True.
That thing that you own, that your idea with your head, because you think so you get now you want day for front of there. And 1% of 1 million is 1,000.
It's bigger than zero.
It's bigger than zero.
The whole lot bigger.
So sometimes you need to not just be in the room, understand the power of collaboration, understand the power of networking, and be persistent. Don't just stop. Just go. No matter how bad the day, you know that you die. They go.
Keep moving.
So if you're even crying,
cry they go front.
Cry they go front.
Make person see road pass.
If they cry, if they die.
Just drag me. I don't want to stay where I am. Just keep moving. I think that is just
because it's never ending.
Never ending. The suffer never ends. I mean, in business, the suffer never ends. Like, get one suffer today, next suffer they come tomorrow.
Your next check is bigger than your previous
always.
One.
But then
you must experience it, but you must pass over it.
Exactly. Because the previous one will prepare for the one where they come. Bam. So that's just it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, sir, Mr. Andy. It was very, very nice having you, despite all these issues we're having. But we still, like, came down to give out what we know. Because I mean, once this thing is out there on YouTube, this is an everlasting kind of information. Because I think this is something 5 years from now, 10 years from now, people look at it and they'll be like, well, this guy gave me something. Do you understand? So I want to thank you so much for coming around, and thank you for having us at the hard note. So we believe the next one is going to be harder than this.
The knock could be harder.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nice one, bro. Obrigado.